Hi Rani, hi Sharbari. Thank you for speaking to Republic.
Of course.
I'm Priyanka.
Thank
Hi.
you. Hi.
How are you guys doing today? Excited for Bunty and Bubbly?
Very excited. Sharvari?
Excited, nervous, lots of mixed emotions happening.
Of course. How do you feel about the double trouble happening this time?
I think Double Trouble is very important because it's Bunty Bubbly 2.0, and the fact that we've come like 15 years since the first, we needed Siddhant and Sharvari's freshness to, kind of come on Saif and me, because their freshness kind of makes us look also fresh. So I think the millennials coming in gives Bunty Bubbly 2 another kind of freshness to it. So I would have to thank them to be being able to be part of our film and giving so much freshness and being so lovely, and they've brought such amazing, I would say, their work in the film, whether it's Siddhant or Sharvari. I would speak for both of them since Siddhant is not here. But they both, I think, what I've said in all my interviews, that they come from extremely good families. They have a lot of respect, for elders, and I love that about them. The fact that they have given our film their immense talent. They are very talented as actors. They look amazingly lovely. So they are the quintessential Hindi film hero and heroine that is coming on silver screen today with Bunty or Bubbly 2, and I'm so happy that Indian cinema gets 2 more stars to its lovely family.
Wow.
I'm done. This is good day for me. I
This is
think,
a fabulous day for you. That's a
I think I should
compliment.
call it a day.
No, but truly, I think the release of Bunty Bubbly is no less than a celebration for us, because a lot of prayers have gone into the release of this film. The fact that we went through a pandemic, the 2 years have been extremely challenging for a lot of families. People have lost businesses, people have lost loved ones, family members. World over, I think, people have suffered with different reasons. So, for a film industry like ours, for a country like ours, which is a cinema-loving country, for us to not have a future, to see the future so bleak that when would a film release in the theatre? Like a year back, there wasn't any clarity. So there was a lot of fear, there was a lot of uncertainty. And from that time to the time that we are sitting here today talking to you about the release of a film which is happening on the big screen, with Adi being the producer who stood strong and tall and took a decision that he would release the film in a cinema for family audiences. I think it was a very big call. That's why I say that there's a lot of prayers involved. It was Sharvari's debut, Varun's debut, a very important film for a lot of us, And after so much of prayers, it feels like our prayers are answered, that the film is finally releasing. So there's a lot of, I would say, tears, blood, sweat, and it's not a regular Friday release. It's a release that for our film industry is so truly, truly special. Something that it is going to go down in my career as one of the truly, truly special films because of what we've been through the last 2 years. So talking of Bunty Bubbly only is an emotional journey for us. I think I can speak for Sharvari as well. Because when you are in an uncertainty period, you don't know what's to follow. And I would say hats off to Adi for believing in the product, believing in the film, believing in the power of cinema and theatres, and believing in the power of people's love for coming back to the cinemas. That he stood his ground, refused the amount of money that was, offered to him for releasing on OTT, and the fact that he stood his ground. I just hope that for all our sakes, that this film comes out and a lot of people go to the theatres and watch our film.
Of course. I myself have watched Bunty or Bubbly so many times. I remember being, in school and getting the attire, the colorful one.
That's what I've been talking in my interviews because the collared kurtas, the jhola and the scrunchies, just
It's so iconic. Every time I still have that at home up there somewhere, and I'm like, I used to wear that.
अभी आप वो निकाल के आप बंटी बबली 2 देखने के लिए जाइए.
Absolutely, I shall if it fits.
Good one.
Yeah. So, what's the difference between the Bubbly of 2005 and 2021?
So if I have to say Vimi's character, I think somewhere her life and my life have been going pretty parallelly. When I did Bunty Bubbly 1, I was not married, I was carefree. There was a different energy when we shot that film. Shad was completely crazy, I was crazy, Vaibhavi, mad, Abhishek. I think it was a mad ride that we went through. And shooting in different parts of India was just crazy. Like I remember the first day of my shoot in Bunty Bubbly 1, we shot for the song Dhadak Dhadak. And Shad, for some strange reason, was so wired that we started shooting at 7 in the morning on the Banaras Ghats. And he shot with me till the next morning 7. It was a 24-hour shoot, and by the end of it, I had to call up Adi, who was not my husband then, he was just my producer. And I called him up and said that if Shad is going to shoot like that, I am not part of this film anymore. I'm like, I'm the heroine, I can't be looking like this. He shot with me for 24 hours, can you ask him to stop? So that was the kind of enthusiasm and madness that we brought in Bunty or Bubbly, where we were like wired, we were just shooting like crazy people. So that was then. And now in 2021, I'm a mum. I'm married, and so is Vimy. Vimy has a 10-year-old Papu, and I love her chemistry with her son. And she's not left her madness. She's come to a sedentary lifestyle of being the housewife, and dedicated her life towards a son, towards a husband. But her madness is still there. She'll make her eggs having rollers in the hair. She believes that she's the queen of fashion of Fursadganj.
Yeah.
She's
Now
this
she's in
true blue
Fursadganj, yeah.
fashionista. What she wears is the trend setting.
Of course.
She doesn't care what other people think. She thinks that she's looking the best.
Punky Nagar label.
Punky Nagar. So she believes that she is fab, and I love that about her.
Absolutely.
So that I would say is a similarity, and the difference is that she's still fab.
Of course. So
She's
are
still
you.
fab.
So for both of you, like she said that there was a lot of madness involved. I'm sure it was in this one as well. The first installment of the film had a lot of dancing. Like it was so much dancing. Like I remember Nach Bali was so full of energy.
Yeah.
Is it the same now as well? Are you guys like burning the dance floor still?
She's
this
burning the
one-
dance floor. Sharvari is fully burning the dance floor.
I know.
In this one, I think we're making each other dance quite a lot, literally.
Wow.
Because we're chasing each other. There's so much fun happening in that term. But yeah, there are some superb songs in our film, and we're waiting for you all to watch it.
Of course. Yeah, because the first, in the initial one, there was Kajrare, there was Dhadak Dhadak,
Yeah.
everything. Even the blue ghagra that you're wearing in Dhadak Dhadak.
Yeah.
Again, iconic. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you say that, the blue ghagra, you won't believe what Shad made me
What?
do. So that 24-hour shooting. So I remember I was waiting in the van from 1 in the morning to 3 in the morning, or 12 midnight to 3 in the morning, and I was like wondering that why haven't Vaibhavi and Shad come to call me for the shot? So I was ready with the blue ghagra, and I was extremely tired because I'd shot from 7 o'clock in the morning. And I was waiting with that blue ghagra in the van, and I was like, what's going on? Why aren't they calling me? And they finally called me, and the place where we shoot the blue ghagra, there's the bit where I say, Chand ka tika mathe laga ke. So that was a kuan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a kuan in the middle of I don't know where. Like I don't have memory of where they have taken me for that shoot, in the gullies of Banaras,
Yeah.
Ghat. And I remember I went and shot there, and I was very upset with Shad. I was like, he's gone mad. Like there has to be some level of a shift. Like you can't like go beyond 2.5 shifts. Like 24 hours you can't shoot. So I was like so upset, but I said no, I have to go and just finish the shoot and come back. And I remember going and shooting there, and Vaibhavi showing me the step and everything, and I did the step, and I walked out, and I saw Vaibhavi's face completely like white. So I was wondering why is she also upset with Shad that he's making her work till 3 in the morning? And she was like, you know what, babe, there were scorpions and snakes in that place where you shot. And I was like, what? And why didn't you all tell me? Because she said, because Shad is mad and he insisted he wanted to take a shot here only. So we have taken 3 hours to actually clean up the area. and make sure that there's nothing that comes to you while you're giving the shot.
I think
and
you
I was with that lehenga. Imagine that if anything would have gone in, I wouldn't have known.
Wow.
So yeah,
wow.
so when you say, you know, these memories come back to me.
Absolutely, yeah. I think you have that rapport with the.
Sharvari, you all are really well taken care of.
We are.
Yeah, you all are really taken care of. We were not at our times.
No, but I think you do have that rapport with Vaibhavi because you worked in Ayya as well, which
Yeah.
has like mad choreography.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are too, I guess, taken care of in that sense.
Yes, I am. Always with her, I've always been taken care of.
So Sharvari, what is the one thing you've learned working with her? Maybe there may be many things
Nothing
you
she has learned. She's very confident and she's very good. She
No,
needed
but
nothing to learn.
No, but I definitely have one thing, and of course, while we have learned a lot from ma'am while acting and looking at her perform, but that's secondary. There's one thing that I always said in my interviews: the way ma'am comes with an energy of I mean, it's my first film, and sometimes ma'am's energy was more than me because she was so excited to shoot. And the second thing is she knows everyone's departments. She knows everyone's names and she will graciously meet everyone on set. And that's a quality that I think Siddhant and I both keep talking about, and we would love to imbibe it through our entire career,
Sweetie pie. And did you also learn the other script that I gave you about how to praise me?
That's a good one. So Rani, you've been active through the 90s until now. You've been acting and you've seen it all, so to say. So
No, I've still not seen it all. अभी बहुत देखना बाकी है. But हाँ, मतलब
seen enough.
मतलब I'm in the medieval ages now with my
Medieval
25
age.
years. Yeah.
So, what do you think? How do you think in the day of now, social media and everything is so like out there on the internet versus back then?
It's shocking. Yeah.
Yeah, like what? How do people perceive stardom or actors and actresses now? Do you see a shift in the way fans perceive you?
See, I wouldn't know much about that because I'm not on social media, and so I wouldn't actually know. I think you should tell me.
Why are you not on social media? We've been
because
waiting.
because see, I always believe in the fact that whatever I do, I have to do the particular thing to the best of my ability. I feel that today in the age of social media, I think people like to know the personal lives of the stars. I've been a very private person right from the beginning in my career. I'm now married to a person who's extremely private. So I would have nothing to share on social media. So it doesn't make sense for me to be on social media because I wouldn't like to disappoint my fans, because I think it'll be only nice for them to know as to what my life is like, and it'll be something nice for them to know. But the fact is that I can't share it with them, because not because I don't want to, because I think me and Adi live as like equal individuals who lead our separate lives the way we want to. So we don't get into each other's spaces as to try and change the other person. So I would never like to tell Adi to change for me or to be part of my life so that my fans are happy, and nor would he want me to change. Like he wouldn't like me to change for him.
Yeah.
He would like to me to be the way I am. So it doesn't make sense, to be on social media and not be able to share things that I think the fans would expect out of me.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to do that nicely. I think I would be a big bore on social media. So it's rather not being there. I think it's better.
Yeah.
But what I love is that my fans keep me relevant on social media.
Yeah.
I think they understand my situation, I think, and I would have to say that they are the ones who have made me the star that I am today. Without them, I don't think I would have been here talking to you. The fact that they've stood by me through my ups and downs continuously for the past 25 years, even accepted to come and watch my films after I was married, after I had a kid. I think that just goes to show their love for me, and that love actually makes me go back to my sets and work with equal enthusiasm, because I never want to disappoint them. And I would like to stay relevant through my films, through my characters, and the new age social media. I know it's a very popular medium today. People use social media for a lot of popularity, but I would like to say another thing also, that I think for actors, it's important to stay relevant through your work rather than just with what you wear
Yeah.
in the airport or at home or
Yeah.
in the garden. I think it's more important to speak to your audience through your films.
Yeah.
I think that is going to take you a longer way.
So Sharvari, what made you choose this as a script as your debut? Because that's really important.
What makes you think anyone would have said no to this? I mean, Bunty Bubbly Part 1 has been iconic, and it's a character that I have loved, the whole nation has loved, you know. And it was not about choosing a film. I had been auditioning for a lot of films, and this was my first film that I got selected for, and I truly am blessed that I got selected for such a big role, because people thought that I would be good enough, to play this part, and it comes with a lot of responsibility. So the confidence that they have shown in me, that the makers have shown in me, I think it speaks volumes of why I would have said yes to this film.
Okay. So my last question would be that you've reunited with Saif after I think Tara Rampam?
Thoda Pyar Thoda Naach.
Thoda Pyar Thoda
13
Naach,
years, yeah.
Yeah, 13 years. And you worked with him in your debut film. What was the experience like, Rani, first?
For me, I think Saif and me have grown over the years. We've grown to love each other, respect each other's craft. And when I worked with Saif earlier in my life, in our career, I think Saif was a bit immature. Saif was very childish. He's still very childish even now, but I think that time it was even more. But I think what is unique about Saif is the fact that he's a brilliant actor, and he's somebody who just very unassumingly he performs. I think we both have only fed off each other in terms of our energies, and the fact that he brought a certain coolness in me, and I probably grounded him a bit. So I think that really worked for us as a pair. And he's extremely good looking to look at. So when you have an actor who's so good looking, it just helps you to romance him even better. so it's like Saif being Saif. I think it was wonderful to collaborate with him on all the rom-coms that I've done with him. Also, I think this time around when I met Saif after 13 years on set, I just felt like it was, I felt like home. I felt a comfort. I felt like, somebody who you meet from your school, after many years, and you start off from there, So it was exactly like that for Saif and me. And also the fact that we were supposed to work as a team, because we were pitted against the millennial Jodi, so to speak. So me and Saif actually worked as a team to better ourselves, to be able to bring justice to the character. And especially for Saif, he was accepting a character which has been done by somebody, previously in the past. So the fact that he embraced this character with so much love, and he gave Rakesh's character so much depth, because we see Rakesh and Vimya after 10 years from the first part. So he's really played this character with so much aplomb, which actually blew me away the first day that I was on set, because I was a bit nervous when I went on set the first day, because I was reprising the same role. Then of course I had a new Bunty with me, new Rakesh to speak. So it was amazing to see Saif, and he's just such a good actor that he just, he just takes over a role and he gives it the best. So I think he has really helped me be truly, up my game as well, because we work as a team. And I think there's so much of love and fondness that we have for each other, that probably translates on screen through our chemistry.
Yeah. What about you? How was that experience with him?
I think with Ma'am and Sir both, we had a very big fangirl, fanboy moment the first time we had actually seen them. Though we were pretending like, no, we are, all cool and chill, which we were not, absolutely. Because I remember Siddhant and I having this conversation, the anticipation to meet them. And then once we met them, we again had a phone call and said, wow, we actually met them today and did a reading with them. So for us, it was that. But, they countered it so well by kind of becoming friends with us of a sort, They They will always be people we look up to, but they made sure that it was fun. They were cracking jokes with us amongst themselves, which made us laugh quite a lot. And I'm sure they did that so we were comfortable, you know, so that we could perform and we could, you know, not think about the fact that, oh, we're working with a Rani Mukherjee or a Saif Ali Khan.
Yeah.
So for Saif sir, the same thing, yeah. He really made it fun for us. He used to hang out with us. He used to crack lots of jokes about his own life. He would talk about his books. So we had a very good time, you know.
That is,
We are actually ready for Bunty Bubbly 3.
wow, that's some good news.
बस अभी आप लोग पिक्चर चला दो बस.
Done.
बंटी बबली 3 बस सिर्फ ऑडियंस के भरोसे ही बन सकती है.
Absolutely, we would love to see Vimmi again. Never get enough of the fab Vimmi.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for speaking to
Thank you.
Republic. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you so
you.
much.